So you have dark under eye circles and you haven't found the right concealer yet, because all the concealers from the drugstore are not full coverage at all and you don't want to spend a lot of money on high-end concealers, then this video is perfect for you and you should definitely keep on watching. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to share with you my top 3 favorite drugstore concealers for dark under eye circles. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Yeah guys, I know at the moment I don't have any dark circles. That's just because I have a very full coverage concealer on, and because of that I'm showing you a picture with my dark under eye circles and zero makeup on my face. So I'm pretty sure you can see that my under eye circles are pretty bad, but let me tell you, I found 3 drugstore concealers that just do the job, just cover all the darkness, the discoloration. Let me start with the first one, and it's the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Rewind Concealer, and mine is in the shade 01 Light. It's the one that I'm wearing today, and yeah, you can tell it's nearly empty. Here's my new one. I use this since 2016 and I always buy it again because I know it works. It sounds a little bit crazy to buy always the same concealer, but this concealer is definitely one of the best concealers that I've ever tried out, and I've tried out so many drugstore concealers. But this one does its job. It covers all the discoloration underneath my eyes, all the darkness, and the best thing is it doesn't dry out my under eye area, because let me tell you, my under eye area is very dry most of the time, especially in fall and winter time and when it's colder outside. But this little guy here never dries out my under eye area, and I always set it with powder, just a little bit, just to fix it and make it stay in place. And this works perfectly because it stays in place the whole day long, and the coverage is there the whole day or night long. So it's a full coverage concealer from the drugstore, so pretty affordable, and definitely one of the best concealers that I've ever tried out. That leads us to the next one, and here I've got the Liquid Camouflage Concealer by Catrice, and I'm pretty sure if you're watching my channel now for a while, you have seen me using this multiple times. I've started using this a little bit later than this one, but also in 2016, and from this time in 2016 when I first used it until now, April 2020, I've definitely repurchased it 15 times, because that's my go-to everyday concealer, because it's very light, a little bit lighter than this one, so I always use it when I go to work, because at work I'm only using a concealer and I fix it with powder and a little bit of mascara. So that's my go-to work makeup look. It's also a full coverage concealer. It cancels out all the discoloration, all the darkness, and another cool thing is that this concealer is waterproof, so even if it's raining outside or if you're sweating like hell, then this concealer stays in place. And like the other concealer, it stays in place until I remove it, no matter how long it is. It says that it lasts up to 12 hours, but it lasts up to, I would say, at least 24 hours, because I've had it on a couple of times, 24 hours, and it always looked good. The coverage was there from the first minute until the last minute that I had it on. And what I also like about it is the scent, because it smells a little bit like baby powder, but in my opinion this scent is not extremely overwhelming, and it also fades away very quickly when you've applied the concealer. And if one layer of this concealer is not enough for you, you can let it dry down and then just apply a second layer that should give you even more coverage. And even if you do this step and layer it up, it doesn't look cakey, it always looks good, and also it doesn't dry out my under eye area. So that's something that I really appreciate in a concealer. It's from Catrice, I think it's about 3 to 4 euros, so extremely affordable, and it lasts very long. And even though I use this 5 times a week, it always lasts up to 6 months, so that's pretty long. So that's basically everything about this concealer. And now let's move on to the last one, and it's the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer, and this is definitely the newest concealer because I bought it the first time in summer 2019, but it really quickly became one of my favorite concealers because it's definitely a full coverage concealer. It also doesn't dry out my under eye area because the texture is extremely creamy. and you only need the tiniest bit of this concealer. First time when I've used it, I've just applied it underneath my whole under eye area like the other concealers, and it was too much, way too much. So a few dots, I would say 2 to 3 dots are definitely enough for one eye if you apply it underneath your eyes and also want to prime your eyelid. And as you can see, the one from the Infallible concealer is definitely bigger than the one from the Catrice concealer, and I would say it has the same benefits like the other concealers because it stays in place the whole day long, it doesn't dry out my under eye area, and the coverage also lasts until you remove it. So nothing wrong with this concealer, definitely one of my favorite ones. And yes, I know it's very hard to pick the right concealer, even if all of them are full coverage, and sometimes, yes, this also happens to me, the one thing that decides is the price. So let me tell you, the cheapest one is definitely the Liquid Camouflage Concealer by Catrice. It's about 3 to 4 euros, so pretty inexpensive and very affordable. The concealer that is a little bit more expensive is the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Rewind Concealer, because that's about 9 to 10 euros, so yeah, definitely more expensive than the one from Catrice. And the most expensive concealer is definitely the one from L'Oreal, the Infallible one, because I've bought it for about 12 euros. And of course the price always depends on the country that you live in and where you buy it, so it's definitely possible that you got it cheaper. So guys, I really hope this video was helpful for you, and of course, if you've liked it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and guys, thank you so much for watching. I wish you an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!